magic. We're magic. Magic Mondays with Coley.
Hey, energy party people. It's that time again. Well, I want to welcome you, whether you're watching live or in the future, before I start crying. Hey, Shannon. Okay, Shannon, let's go ahead and play your theme song. Here we go.
Shannon is here. Hey, Dr. Shannon.
Yeah, so I realize, Yvonne is here. Hi, Yvonne. Yvonne is in the house. Yes, she is. I had the good pleasure of talking to Yvonne the other day, and it was so lovely. I always feel uplifted, and I feel like magic happens for both of us whenever we talk. Not to toot our horns, but toot. Okay, here you go, Yvonne.
Yvonne is in the house. Check her out.
So, yeah. Lots of. Oh, that's nice. I just got a whole bunch of soot on my keyboard. Hold on. Ta-da, clean. Yeah. So got lots of plates spinning. And ultimately it's all for the good. But yeah, and not just my own plate spinning. Dave has been really going through it. And well, I think the office that he's been working in for quite a while, that he's needed to get out of for quite a while, looks like there's no official end date, but it looks like there's going to be an end date, which is, it's been like ripping off the slowest Band-Aid ever. I used to work there back in the day, and almost from the start, well, I don't need to be airing the laundry of that office, but I think it needs to go bye-bye. And it's been the main source of our income for a long time. And yeah, so yeah, it's all for the good. I know his energy has been pulling away, and he's been really processing a lot. So lots going on, and I realize what I'm so emotional about right now is I really have things I need to be focusing on, and I'm not one of those people who can just jump from this thing to this thing and shift gears. And the stuff I'm studying or learning how to do is has not historically been my happy place, and I'm paying some people a lot of money to learn this process of ultimately finding my people for my Love and Magic mentoring program, and that's my main focus. Yeah, I'll probably always do sessions, just one-on-one sessions. Of course I will, but my main focus is this, and and doing my Magic Mondays has been so helpful. I hope it's been helpful for some people along the, over the years. But I gotta let it go. It makes me so sad, but I need to. And what an opportunity this has been that I created for myself. But what an opportunity it's been to be able to just express myself on camera and feel my feelings. And, ultimately the whole reason I started it was, well, my book coach was like, you got to have more of a platform. And have I made this big platform? No, I have not. But I have to keep reminding myself that it's been probably a year now, I guess, like a whole year of my almost 60 years on the planet, that I finally feel like I can openly talk to anybody about what I do. And that might sound weird. And if that's not your experience, good for you. But doing the work I do and the magic I do and the shit it brings up for past lifetimes or this lifetime, it's been really fucking intense. And I'm so grateful I got to this place. When I started this, I was not feeling like I could do this. And I believe it's November 15th or 16th. Yeah, maybe 16th that I started doing this in 2000. So into the beginning of the pandemic. Anyway, and I started this to be a consistent presence for other sensitive people. Yeah, and to be consistent in inconsistent times, and times are still, well, they're almost becoming consistently awful in a lot of ways, or seemingly so. I believe in the big picture, everything is unfolding perfectly for whatever people's souls need to, wake up. And a lot of people don't look at their energy, and I think these are great times to be triggered and see what's beneath those triggers, because I guarantee you it's not all about the thing that's happening. It's about, for each and every one of us, what gets like in our faces. Yeah, anyway, and I need to focus on other things. And yeah, and I've loved doing this in a lot of ways. And there's a sweet little handful of people at any time that have, come by to watch or participate. And I just invited Shannon to do shenanigans, and she's been so lovely. And Koop, I get to hang out with Koop every week. Um, and I know we can set something else up, but it's just been it's been consistent for me too. And but I need to shift. Like it's kind of become, I realize, and I hate it, but it's become an energetic leak a little bit. Because like when I do this, I mean, really, if it's not obvious, I just show up for this, basically. Which as I say that, it's just so silly because I have to organize my energy around it, and there's more to it than that, but I do just show up and be myself. Yeah, but and as fun as it might be for me, hopefully you at times, but I don't walk away from this and go do something super productive on average. Like I'm just not built that way. So I have a lot of things I need to focus on and get really serious as a business person, um, which is not my usual normal place of happy. I think I need to make it my happy place because I'm on a mission. And I'm on a mission to help sensitive people, but ultimately I'm focused on women. Sensitive women reclaim their magic, empowerment, and optimism. And I might not, please don't ever mistake my tears or my current upset as not having optimism, because I have tons of it. And I know I have something really special to share. Otherwise, I wouldn't be doing any of this. So, yeah. And whatever is in my face, like, I think it's normal for me to feel sad about this because I'm letting something go. But ultimately, I feel what I'm working toward feels pretty magnificent. And yeah, I'm on a mission. And yeah. And who knows? I'm sure I'll start something up again at some point. And if you've been watching a while, well, you know my number, you know my email address. I'm still here. So anyway, oh my goodness. All right. Well, Shannon says teardrop face emoji. And she also says you got to do what's best for you. Yeah, I know. It's hard. And Erica says, hello, my dear magical friend. Hugs to you, my dear friend Colleen. Oh, thanks, Erica. Well, you know what that gets you. Any moment, this will get you this.
Erica, you're such a lovely human. And I'm oh so glad you're here today. Howdy.
Yeah, Erica's got one of the long ones. Yeah. Aw, and Yvonne says, I'm excited for you. Well, thank you. Yeah, there is a lot of excitement ahead and, a lot of me getting out of my own way. I'm sure no one can relate to that. But that being said, let's go ahead and look at something pretty. Well, we can look at my chatbot that I'm creating. I'm calling her Katie. Make a wish. It's 11:11 on the West Coast. Okay. So, thanks, Katie. And okay, I think I might need to show a few silly things. Bear with me so I can kind of get my shit together. My shit's together fine. That leads me down a whole nother trail, but we're not going to go down that shit trail. Yeah, let's look at a fun picture of me and Sadie recreating the wedding picture at the request of my mom at my first wedding. In that one, I was wearing my wedding dress, and Sadie was my maid of honor. But this is after Dave and I got married at the county clerk's office and gathered a small, very small group for a little reception. Oh my God. In and out that day, like $200 for our wedding. So awesome. Okay, here's a picture. Well, I'm sorry that Sadie's cigarette is being covered up by my name or my website. Why is my website up there? Wow, I'm so out of it. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, and I think I'm going to get rid of StreamYard. So all the things I put on StreamYard, I think are going to go bye-bye. Not that that matters. Yeah. And just because I can and I like to sometimes, here's my brother.
As I took my last breath, and I knew that the world was over and nature was going to take it all back, I knew I had one last thing to do, and it was to drink my last Modelo.
All right. My brother likes Modelo. Yeah. So, well, I should probably save this till next week. But I'm going to go ahead and show this episode, this Halloween episode of Shenanigans, because I don't want to somehow not show it and then have to live with that. So here's a little pre-Halloween Shenanigans.
All right, we got a little bit of shenanigans going on over here. Let's see. Okay. We're gonna get a little fortune.
Come closer, so that I may see your future. My advice to you is, if you're too open-minded, your brains may fall out.
That makes me happy. That's awesome, Shannon. Yeah. And she adds to that. Yeah, that's super cute. Yeah. So, what else do I have to say? Well, let's bring up a couple sponsors. We're gonna spin the roulette wheel. I'm just spinning it without looking at it. The roulette wheel of sponsors. Today's sponsor is Hall & Oates grain distribution. Oh my God, could I have picked a more boring one? No offense to today's sponsor, Hall & Oates. Yeah. And looking at these Koop is here. He's just backstage. But Koop, we need to make these fucking t-shirts already. No pressure. How about this one? Today's sponsor, Understatements, briefs with a message. Understatements. Yeah. Let's find some other hits. That's not so great. Not that this one's so great. Eat, drink, and be married. Group dating show with a twist of plate. Oh, right, because they're eating. Okay, and let's do one more. Oh, well, this is one of, if not my very favorite. Today's sponsor, Chris Rock's Paper Scissors. For when you got to cut that paper, or if that's the only pair of scissors you have in your apartment of 5 college students, and you need your hair cut and you ask your best friend to cut your hair with paper scissors. I do not recommend it. And as I went crying, as Sadie started, I started crying, ran to the bathroom saying, I hope we can still be friends. And that was circa like 89 maybe? Is that when I graduated? Yeah. Anyway, we're still friends. Don't worry. Wow, it's been a while. Yeah. So thank you to Chris Rock's Paper Scissors. Okay. And let's see. Shannon says she loved the shenanigans, the Halloween shenanigans. And you know what? I might just have to play it again next week for the finale show. Yeah. So, what else do I want to say? Apparently there's a new Saturday Night Live episode, so that's pretty great. I'll have to get back on the peacock. Back on the cock. Wow. Okay. I think that's what their slogan is. Yeah. Oof. A lot going on. Well, let's go ahead and bring Koop on. And I know he said he's probably going to have to duck out soon. So whatever. Koop, I'm going to bring you on now, and you just do whatever you got to do. Here we go.
Ooh, we're catching up with Koop. We're catching up with Koop. Yeah.
Hey, Koop.
Hey, everybody.
You look cute.
Oh, yeah? Thanks.
Anyway, so what's happening in your world?
I'm just still procrastinating over my taxes. That's why I've just put everything on hold until I pass this stone of my taxes that's been weighing on me for, months, really. And I have it all ready to go. I have a spreadsheet. I have everything entered. Right now, I just need to enter in my itemized deductions. I have like 300 of them. And my tax software will let me enter in 45. And then I need to submit the rest as a spreadsheet. So pretty straightforward. I have everything all set. Spreadsheet's set. I just need to copy and paste 45 times and then attach. That's all I got to do.
Busy monkey work.
I mean, I have just been. I was going to do it Saturday. Didn't do it Saturday. It hangs over me all day. And I sit here and I procrastinate. And I'm going to go when I do my taxes. I'm going to go to my parents. When I'm done with my taxes, I'm going to go do this. I'm going to start my T-shirt account and upload my designs. I'm just waiting to pass this stone, but I won't do it.
Maybe that's what we'll look at today.
I have 10 more days.
I understand. You're not alone.
It'll take me a day, not even a day. A few hours.
Oh, yeah. Probably not even that, but yeah.
So I refuse to do it. Something about me, I'm like, I wake up in the middle of the night. My taxes, and it's like I can't go back to sleep. It's that I just won't do it. I don't know.
Yeah, I get that way as well. I completely understand, and you're not alone. Doesn't help necessarily.
I know the very worst case scenario. So I know it can only, as far as an amount goes, So I already know what the worst thing that it could be. So it's like I know that like I have a friend who's in the same boat, hasn't done her taxes either, and she's afraid because she doesn't want to know how much she owes.
But so that's not even a mystery
I
for you.
know the max amount I could owe is like $5,000, which I actually have. I could pay. I'm not in a hurry to give that money to the government right now to be used against me and my state. But anyway, that's a whole other.
Hopefully your 300 deductions will be helpful there.
Yes. So it can only get better. I can maybe even get down to 0, I think. So it's not even that. So I don't know why I don't want to do it. I already decided I'm not doing it today. Today I went to the gym. I'm all I have some other things I'm going to do, and then tomorrow. That's my goal right now, is to just get up tomorrow and do it.
Yeah.
So,
and this is what Shannon has to say about that. She says, "Why do taxes? Government is closed."
Well, here right now is a pretty good time to turn my taxes in, because it's all fucked up and weird, because most of my income is non-cash income from the Amazon Vine program. So I've like turned it into a business, so I can claim depreciation and all this deductions and stuff. So it's pretty debatable what I'm doing. And so I figure right now is a really great time to turn my taxes in, because no one's going to be there to look at it.
Well, not that you need more votes as to why it would be good to get this done.
I just got a message. One of my people is pulling up outside. I'll be back in like 5 minutes. Okay.
Okay, great.
I'll be right back.
We'll probably start the magic, whatever. Whatever. Okay. So I'm going to go ahead and remove him from the screen just so you can get more of a load of me. Okay. So let's go ahead and let's look at this. All right. So if you're really feeling it right now, or let's be honest, if you're a sensitive person, you're always fucking feeling it. And it's really great, and it behooves one to have a really solid, positive outlook on this whole life thing. So in case this helps you at all, like it's helped me, oh my God, I feel like it saved my life. Not to be too dramatic, but whatevs. It's my show. So this is what I call my credo. Here we go. The universe isn't a conspiracy for our happiness. We live in a friendly universe. Choose to live in a friendly universe. The universe always has our backs. Therefore, if it's happening to us, it's happening for us. So when the shit hits the fan, that triggers in your face, that person did that thing or said that thing or changed that law, and it's really in your face, what is the universe bringing to your attention for your highest growth, healing, and happiness? Yeah. And, I feel like I've always believed that, but really it got super clear for me at the beginning of the pandemic. Like, I felt scared like everyone else at times because of the uncertainty of, wow, what's happening? But I really do believe whatever's happening, and whatever gets each of our individual attentions, there's something for each and every one of us, no matter what is happening. And we think it's so horrible. Not everyone is responding the same way. And yeah. And I was talking to a friend the other day, and she was bringing up like the things that are happening and all the Trump stuff and, all the things that they strike me. I'm a very liberal person. I always have been. I want everyone to win, and I want everyone taken care of, and I want people to like respect each other and get out of each other's fucking love lives. We're all people, no matter what package we come in. Anyway, but she was asking me, I'm not even sure kind of what happened, but we were talking about, Koop's back. So we were talking, me and this friend, we were talking, well, about whatever issue was, I guess, really in her face. And she was asking me what I thought about it. And it always comes back to the same thing. There there are things there's a distinction between seeing things in the world that I do not agree with. And there's an ever increasing list. But what really matters to me first, before anything else, and where I think any of our power lies, is to look at your own energy, clean it up. And I know people don't know how to do this. This is why I'm here. Clean up your own energy so you're not a walking trigger. What's that? Oh, bye. Bye again. Yeah, he's making some sales. Anyway, look at the energy, clean up the energy, the old energy that's being mirrored back to you by that guy doing that thing, or that inhumanity towards man that is just like lighting stuff up in you that's unhealed. And when you don't deal with your own emotional shit over a lifetime, over lifetimes, it doesn't go anywhere. It's still with you, and it's looking for trouble. It's looking, that whole law of attraction, like attracting the like. And that's not just the good stuff. That's the negative stuff too. It's all of it. It's all vibration. And yeah. Anyway, blah, blah, blah. And so I told her what I thought, about whatever subject she brought up. And I mean, I'm kind of, I don't want to say broken record, but that's the saying. I'll tell you the same thing about just about anything. If it's, there's a distinction between, I don't like that, I wish that was different, and I'll vote accordingly or do what I can, but not before I clean up my own energy. It's like going through all this like weird shit, like separating from my mom. Like she would send me messages that were sometimes downright fucking hurtful for no reason that I could see. And rather than do her strategy of knee-jerk respond through your emotions and all your fucking triggers without looking at your own shit, I don't do that. I'm trying not to do that more and more. And I think my friend got real triggered by me telling her that whatever is happening, I look at the energy behind it. And I think it's where I think people, where I see it maybe not being the best strategy is you get upset by something and go on to Instagram or Facebook or Twitter. Twitter is a fucking nightmare as far as I'm concerned. I tried a few times and like, fuck you. Like, no. Yeah, that whole atmosphere feels so fucking gross to me. So no, thank you. Yeah. So people who don't clean up their shit and they're walking around just triggered, like a trigger waiting to explode. And then they find other people who feel the same way. And it's great that there are other people that feel the same way. But if we're all triggered and adding fuel to our fire, that's not a way to handle something. It might be a trigger to like create something great. But I think where my friend missed the point is she's like, well, what? But anger's good because it makes things happen. It's like, yeah, I get angry a lot. But the thing is, if it doesn't lead, if you get stuck in any particular emotion, emotions are energy in motion. They should be flowing. And when you're stuck in anger or outrage or whatever, without cleaning it up in yourself so you can come from that thing you're upset about from a place where you can actually think and do something productive. I think that's what most people do because they don't know a different way. And I think she didn't care for what I had to say about that. I'm pretty sure she got triggered. I'm not sure if she's recognizing it or not, but she's like, usually we when we get on the phone, we'll talk like for the last drop of time we have available. She's very busy and I'm getting busier too. And we had several minutes left and she's like, I don't even know what to say. I'm like, okay, well, how about we hang up now? And I haven't heard from her and maybe I won't. And she's been a good friend for a long time. And we'll see what happens. But I stand by, it's an interesting place to be where I feel so solid in my belief system. And I'm here to work with women or people. I'm not opposed to dudes, but they're not going to be in my ladies group. Yeah, I just want to help more and more of us sensitive people reclaim our power so we can shift things. And I often put it out there in my book, like, what if all of us sensitive magic people, what if we started reconnecting to who we really are and come from a much more powerful place? And what if we all did that? What if all of us magic people did that? What kind of shift could we create? And that's what I am about more than worrying about. Like in the past, I'd probably be like, oh no, she's mad at me or something. And I don't want her to be mad at me. That's uncomfortable to me. But I'm willing to sit in the discomfort of it because I've been saying the same thing over and over and over. And if she doesn't get it, well, that's for her to look at. Yeah. So life's been interesting. Yeah. Howdy,
Hey.
Smoker Crash. Just kidding. I'll be with you in a moment. Yeah. So that's what's happening with my really good friend. But I found that just kind of happens in my life, looking back over time, of people that I've been really close with and then not anymore. And I realize I am not a people collector like I used to be. So if you've been in my world for a long time, Brent Kupras, yeah, somehow you made it through. Yeah. Although we had our how long was it?
It was a while.
Yeah, it was a while
8, 10
of not
years.
talking.
We didn't talk for a long time.
Yeah. Well, we never connected after it was announced that I was leaving Jim. Oops, I didn't say his name. Well, you don't know who he is. There's a lot of Jims in the world. Yeah, I'm still so protective about him. He's a lovely person that I got to be married to, and we both got to get each other to a certain point to meet our people. But it's like, I'm so like, oh, worried about Jim. It's like, we've been divorced now since 2007. So yeah, I don't know why I'm still weird, but I care. I care about all of us, even the ones I fucking hate. I still care about them too. I want Trump to have a good life. I just don't want him to have, well, I want his soul to grow just like the rest of us, and we're all on our paths. And I really, truly believe we're all playing our parts perfectly. And if I was him, I guess I'd act like him too.
Well,
I heard
what I'm saying is that he's dimensioned out. He's a total idiot. And he's being taken advantage of by other people that have agendas. Stephen Miller mostly, but yeah, other people are using him to do the bad things that they want because he doesn't really know what's going on. I really truly believe that he has no idea.
I think that's where you're wrong, because I think he's probably the most intelligent person ever, because I think I've heard him say it. So.
No, but he honestly thinks that there's a war going on in Portland because he saw some footage.
All the crocheted trees and stuff, or the knitted. Have you seen that?
No, no. I haven't seen
it's part of their protests. They're like a bunch of knitters are knitting around trees and stuff, just keeping Portland weird.
Yeah,
I love it.
I mean, there was a marathon and farmers markets going on. It was a total normal day in the city. He thinks that it's like engulfed in flames because people are telling him that. People are not. It fits their agenda because they want to do all this bad shit. So, yeah, he has no clue what's going on. He really doesn't.
Yeah. Well, at least he looks good doing it.
He wears more makeup than my mom.
Oh my God. Yeah. He's I've been really proud of myself for this. Like, one of my favorite colors is orange, and I've maintained that. I remember when in 2016 thinking, am I not going to be able to like the color orange anymore? I still love the color orange. It's my favorite color in flowers, in case anybody ever wants to know that.
No.
Yeah. And yeah, it's hard to know what to even say during all of this shit. Yeah. And just, well, I don't even know what I'm saying. So what else is happening, Coop? Anything?
Nothing. Just literally just procrastinating my taxes.
Protaxinating? Are you protaxinating?
A lot of reruns on TV, YouTube videos, and just I don't feel like I can do anything else. I can't go do anything and have fun because I have this thing to do, but I won't do it. So yeah. So I'm just basically I sit here and don't do anything.
So that energy is holding you hostage, kind
Yes.
of.
Yeah.
All right. Well, how about we look at that? Are you willing to look at that?
Sure.
Just ask about it?
I'm totally. I just let's see what organically comes up out of the pendulum. We'll see where the magic takes us.
Okay.
I mean, I know what I need to do. It's not even a big deal, so I don't really think I guess I'm
Yeah,
curious.
but I understand that. I understand.
I
do the same thing.
I will get it. I will get it done. It's just how
Yep.
much bullshit to do myself through in the meantime.
Yeah.
So.
Yep. That's my style too.
It is, like I said, 60 years in. I mean, I don't know. This is not a new phenomenon for me. So I don't know if I ever figure it out. I'm not really like. It'd be nice to know, but I'm not expecting anything ground shaking.
You're on to you, and that's just how you are.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I'm listening to a book. I've been listening to it over and over now and then. It's called Loving What Is. Loving What Is by Byron Katie. And Byron Katie is a woman. Yeah. And it's all about kind of loving what is. And I'm realizing, I was telling Dave the other day, it's like it's finally hitting me. It's like I torture myself constantly of like, oh, I only have this much time to do this thing and I have to do this thing, but okay, I'm gonna let myself watch this show. And then it's like, oh, but it's like this constant, like, I need to do this thing. I only have this much time, and I'm torturing myself while not doing it. Like torturing.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I realized, like, oh, maybe that's just how I am. And I need to just give myself a break and know, you know what? I'm not feeling it today. I'm not going to do that thing today and try to just relax. I mean, I'm working my own thing out. I don't have any big answers here other than looking at the energy around it. But yeah, it's like the torture I put myself through. And then when I finally, what I'm trying to realize for myself is, okay, this is how I operate. And when I do get shit done, but I do it in kind of weird ways. Like if you were to spend a day like a fly on the wall and watching me, well, hope bring some entertainment because you're probably gonna be fucking bored. But anyway, like I'll have something on. Like I have the TV on mute right now. Well, it's not showing me anything really, but it's just kind of like it just is there. Usually have like Sex and the City going or something that I'm binging. And I'll be watching for a while, smoking a little, thinking, considering, writing shit down, doing some energy work, send a goofy text to somebody, maybe watch my show some more, and then just, get up and go to my computer and start doing something. And that's just kind of how I go. And I've created some great things. But I do it in my own time. Sadie told me once, she's like, yeah, you do things the way you want to do things. Like you do things how you do things. And when am I going to get the memo to like get off my own fucking back? Like you said yourself, you know you're going to get it done.
Yeah.
Right?
And the trick is not stop comparing myself to how other people do things and like how
oh my God. Yeah.
they're in life and they are this kind of person and I wish I could be more like that or less like this. It's like I'm me. It's not bad. So just stop doing that and cut myself some slack and accept myself for what I am and stop.
Yeah. And enjoy the show you're watching. So I don't know about you, but like I love TV. I'm so grateful for the entertainers of the world. I listen to a lot of podcasts, usually comedy podcasts. I need lots of distraction in order to get my energy to a place where I can get some other shit done. And well, I'm glad we're talking about this. So next time you're beating yourself up, like you might want to just consider signing your permission slip to enjoy what you're doing, be in the moment, and knowing that you're going to trust yourself. Well, that's the tough part, maybe. Trust yourself. You said it yourself. You know you're going to get that shit done.
I'll get done. Yeah.
And it's like maybe I'm just suggesting that maybe we don't need to torture ourselves along the way. If this is, if you kind of, how you operate. So why does part of your operation, how you operate, why does that have to be associated with any kind of pain? Because it's not helping. It's not making anything any better to be beating yourself up about not doing it today or at the moment.
Because that's a total waste of energy, right? I mean, it doesn't make anything better. It doesn't make anything better.
Yeah, it really doesn't.
Yeah, so like I said, I went to it's Monday. Mondays are blah. I went to the gym today, so I'm physically drained. So so today, all right, just proof it today, and I'll deal with it tomorrow. So that's the plan. Of course, I said that last Friday. I'm going to do it Saturday.
Maybe part of your plan needs to be no backsies. No looking back at I said I was going to do it that day and I didn't. So that's just bringing it all back to.
So I get to the point where I won't have the luxury of saying I'll do it tomorrow. So I will eventually do it. So
yeah, this life thing, it's not super easy. It's just not.
Or is it easy that I'm just making it hard?
Well, sometimes it feels fairly fucking easy, and this is one of those times where it's a lot more challenging. And just know we're not alone. So we're just talking about it out loud to whoever might be watching. All right, let's do a little bit of magic. Yeah, you're right. We'll just see what shows up. And
I don't think there's anything really to fix or cure or anything like that. I don't think it's an energy thing. I think it's a personality thing. I mean, I go back to 14 years old, do my homework for the class I'm waiting to go in. Like we had a break, I would do my homework before class. For every class, like at lunch, I do the afternoon class, and at middle break, I do my homework on the way to school. I've always been a procrastinator, so it's not like
me too.
I'm gonna get cured. So,
and the image that's been so interesting and I feel kind of like fucked me up for a long time is I just have such a vivid memory of being in elementary school, like probably 5th or 6th grade, probably 5th. And that's when the gifted program that I was always in mysteriously turned into, it went from field trips that not everybody got to go on, which was always weird to like, okay, I'm going to leave my elementary school class to go visit the Queen Mary while they stay in class.
Yeah, I had that one. We got to go to like a French restaurant. We went to lunch at a French restaurant because we were studying French, like Baroque culture and stuff like that. Yeah, so all that, like, being like 10 other kids that I didn't really know because we weren't in class together, got together and we would go do things.
Yeah, that's so interesting you mentioned that. I'm trying to remember any of the other kids that were in the gifted program, but I could remember kids from each class I was in. So whatever. But so sitting on the floor of my bedroom the night before a big project for my gifted program, somehow there's fucking extra homework now. What? And where are the field trips now? Now that I'm older and I could probably enjoy them more. Anyway, sitting on the floor doing my, I'm sure I had weeks to do this project, and it's the night before, and I put some piece of shit together, and it was a cube of some sort that had information on each side. It was made out of, what pains me still, lined notebook paper. Like I didn't have construction paper and excellent materials that I could have used because I was very creative all the time. So I create this piece of shit cube, staple it together, which still pains me, which is so ridiculous because I was a fucking kid, but I knew better. I knew I could do better, but I didn't. And I waited to the last second in tears, just feeling like the biggest fucking whatever loser. And then turning it in, and like the next day at lunch, a teacher passes by me and says, "Oh, great work on your project, Colleen." I'm like, "You're a fucking idiot." And I stopped like trusting teachers when they tell me I was smart. What the fuck? Anyway, I would love to know how I got into the gifted program. I would just love it. But
I was just always been good at multiple choice tests. Was my gimmick. Give
Your
me a
what?
choice of 4 things, I'll pick the right one more often than not. I would get good test scores. And they say, okay, you go there.
That's interesting. I guess I'm historically a pretty good test taker. Well, SATs not included. Yeah, my SAT scores were not a great reflection. But anyway, and I was in chiropractic school, and I did very well in chiropractic school. Very stressful, but I did very well. And I went back to visit my old office in the county, and my weird boss, Tom Hisamoto, he's so weird. And he's like, asking me about school and how I'm doing. And I told him, like, yeah, I'm doing really well. He's like, it's probably because you're good at taking tests.
It's kind of a weird thing to say.
Who the fuck are you? Or when I came into work and I just mentioned him, like, oh, I bought a car this weekend. He's like, why didn't you talk to me about it first?
Why would I? Right.
I'm sorry, Tom. Are we dating? Are we dating?
That's
I
weird.
don't. Very strange. Anyway, fuck. Erica says, "Wow, your experience with the gifted program was very similar to mine. Ooh, we'll have to compare notes someday. Us gifted people, highly gifted. Yeah, more now. I'm about highly gifted. But anyway, yeah." Good one, Colleen. Okay, well, let's go ahead and do some, as advertised, some energy work. Okay, let's do a quick grounding. I'm going to go with my root chakra. You pick a chakra, any chakra. Root chakra is red. So let's picture that our chakra energy, that beautiful color going out, out, out to the far reaches of the universe. We're going to open up our crown chakras and allow the cosmic energy to swirl through our energy fields, dip down into Mother Earth Gaia, bring up some of her energy, and create an interface between heaven and earth through us. So, that being said, let's put out call for any dead people that need an exit strategy. No questions asked. So, putting out the call, now's your chance. So, my name is Colleen. Yes. Are there any dead people that need some help? Yeah. Okay. Is Jesus our best escort? Jesus, are you ready? Okay. Say goodbye to your little friends. Here we go. Speaking of Jesus, just this morning, I don't know why, but I was just telling Dave, as I've told him before, when I first moved to San Diego County, Fallbrook, and I looked through a friend's yearbook, and my honest question was, wow, there are so many people named Jesus here. Where I came from, there was nobody named Jesus. Okay.
Right.
Yeah. It's like, oh yeah, there's a lot of Mexican people in San Diego. Oh, there. Okay. Yeah. So that being said, so Jesus, did you successfully take these dead people to the light? Thank you. You're awesome. No matter what anybody, well, we don't need to go down that road of Christians. You know what Christians are supposed to be? I would think, based on the name, more Christ-like. Anyway, yeah. So, so many things to focus on. Okay, so let's see. So is there some energy work to do for the group today? Yeah. Okay. This is something on my master menu. Uh-huh. This is in column A. Yep. In an odd numbered row. Yes. In row 1. Uh-huh. In row 1. Yes. In row 3. Yes. In row monkey. Okay. All right. So, my name is Colleen. Nope. I'm testing as someone else. Yeah. Okay. This someone comes from the light, comes from the light, comes from the light. Nope. Comes from the dark, comes from the dark, comes from the dark. Yeah. Okay. This is a dark male. Yes. A dark female. No. Okay. This dark male this dark male is primarily interested in me. Nope. Koop. Nope. Somebody who's checked in today. Yep. Okay. So is it her? No. Is it her? Ooh, okay. Is it? who I'm thinking. Okay. So I think Yvonne is our lucky winner today. Okay, Yvonne. So there's a dark somebody primarily interested in you. Yep. Are they wanting my help in returning to grace? No. Are they an energy parasite? Yeah. But you're testing through me? Yeah. Would this dark somebody like my help in returning to grace? No. So you know you're going to be banished, right? All right. Are you here for anything good? Okay, I don't know why they're coming through this way. You're welcome, Yvonne. So I'm putting out a cosmic Craigslist ad for a cosmic badass or a team if necessary to get this fucker off of Yvonne. And thanks, fucker, for showing up. So do I have any takers? I sure do. This is one badass, one cosmic badass. No, this requires a team. Okay, team, are you ready? Okay, take care of it for Yvonne. Thank you. Now I'm going to drink a sip of my coffee that's now cold that I cleverly made moments before doing this. Okay. So Yvonne says, yay me. Okay. So, I got to hear more stories about Yvonne working at this donkey rescue sanctuary. Oh, so amazing. I don't know how you do it, Yvonne. You are such a badass. Yeah, because it sounds incredibly rewarding, yet very physical. Yeah, it just sounds lovely. Okay, so that being said, has this cosmic badass team gotten rid of this asshole for Yvonne? Yep. Okay, thanks, asshole again for showing up, revealing yourself. Okay, my name is Colleen, and thank you, team. Okay, so is there something else to do for the group? Yep, this is on my master menu. Yes, this is in column A. No. In column B, yes. In an odd numbered row, yes. In row 1, no. In row 3, okay. So our good friend shared chakras or some kind of entanglement. This is a shared chakra. No, this is more of an entanglement. Yep. Okay. So whatever this is for whoever needs it, do I need any conscious information about it? Nope. This is safe and appropriate from the light. Are we ready? Okay. For whoever needs this, here we go. I'm going to disentangle some energy. Okay. All right. So have we successfully disentangled whatever we needed to disentangle for anybody watching live or in the future? Yep. Okay. Is there anything else energetic to do for the group today? This is on my master menu. Yep. This is in column A. In an odd numbered row. No. In row 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. Okay. I thought it was 8, but it's 10. So that's right. An atrophied or frozen emotion. All right. This is a frozen emotion for the group. Yeah, frozen negative emotion. This is in column A. No. Column B. No. Column C. Yeah. In an odd numbered row. In row 1, 3. Yeah. Okay. Frozen energy of loneliness. Okay. So this frozen energy of loneliness is ready to be disrupted with a bypass circuitry. Yep. Is there anything else we need to bring light to around it in order to disrupt this pattern for whoever needs it? Nope. Okay. So let's figure out which bypass circuitry we're going to use. So Koop, did you know I was working with creating a chatbot?
Yes.
Okay. Maybe we should talk about that someday. Maybe we can use that to our t-shirt advantage someday. Just saying there's lots of possibilities. So anywho, yeah, I've thought for a long time, not that I've pursued it, but and it's strange to me because I grew up with my dad being a computer programmer and not my thing. But the idea of being like knowing how to program, I find that appealing kind of the same way, maybe it's not the same way as like in another life, I think it would have been great to be an auto mechanic. Like knowing how to do that.
Yeah, it'd
I
be
think that's
cool.
pretty cool. Yeah. Anywho, so let's get back to the frozen emotion of loneliness. So this bypass circuitry is in column A. Column B, yes. In an odd numbered row, yes. In row 1, 3, 5, 7, 9, 9. Functional stability. Okay. Gaia, are you ready to facilitate the revelation of this bypass circuitry, thereby disrupting the pattern of this frozen energy of loneliness for anybody who needs it watching live or in the future? Yep. This is safe and appropriate from the light. Are we ready? Okay, Gaia, do your thing. Here we go. Okay. All right, Gaia, have you successfully facilitated the revelation of this bypass circuitry, thereby disrupting the pattern of this frozen energy of loneliness for whoever needs it? Yep. This is blah, blah, blah. So we're done with that. Thanks, Gaia. Okay. So anything else to do for the group today? Nope. So that's a good place to stop. Yep. Okay. Well, this has been our penultimate episode. Yeah. So yeah. It makes me sad, but at the same time, it definitely frees up some energy that I need to free up. And
all good things must come to an end.
Yeah. And Koop, I hope we'll keep doing something together on a regular basis.
That's my first thought is, what am I going to do for myself once a week? This is like the 1 hour a week I actually think about my spiritual self. I mean, I try to more often, but with greater or lesser success. So this is like the 1 hour a week. It's kind of like my church, I guess, kind of. So I'll need to find something else to get my mind in that mode. But no, it's been a fun ride. So yeah, who knows?
It's been years, right?
Yeah, it's been 4 at least for me, maybe even 5. I think.
I don't remember not 5 because
4.
We're not quite to 5.
Around Thanksgiving,
mid-November.
November would be about 4 years, I think.
Wow. Yeah, I'm terrible when it comes to time. Yeah. Well, anyway, see you next week. And thanks for tuning in. And I love you. And yeah, see you next time.
Everybody.
Your magic, your magic Mondays with Koop.